some people might suggest just how dense Prince Harry really is. I mean, when you write an autobiography, it doesn't matter what age you write it, or memoir, whatever you want to call it, you do have to think about the people that are still here. Would that offend certain people? I remember many years ago, the brilliant actress Lana Turner, remember her? From my era, particularly like Falcon Crest, but of course, brilliant films were there not, Madam X, The Postman Always Rings Twice, all of that sort of stuff. My good friend Joan Rivers was lucky enough to interview her. And over dinner one night, Joan told me that, it was, I think the title was The Lady, the Legend, the Truth. And as Joan said, somebody of that caliber, that star, would never ever really tell the truth. It is their version of events. Of course, it's, they don't want to offend people. And those that have passed on, even then, you've got to remember they have children, families, and other co-workers that can recollect certain things that are good and bad. Obviously, this wasn't something that really applied to the former royal Prince Harry, because as we saw, he bombarded his way through Spare, scattergunning everybody that he felt had wronged him, including, of course, past friends, girlfriends like Chelsea Davy. No thought to how it was going to play out. I always felt incredibly sorry for that young lady who eventually had to come out and defend her own honour, having been described as an older lady as his first love. I mean, what an awful thing to write. 2 years older. I was kind of expecting at least 15 years older. I'm sure we all thought the same thing. But now, of course, with sort of relationships falling apart with the likes of David and Victoria Beckham, he can now add another one to that, according to a very good source, and as ever, allegedly. We're talking about an actress that has really been in the conscious now for over 25 years, all thanks to this brilliant TV comedy show, Friends, Courteney Cox. Now, I've met Courteney Cox on a number of occasions. I would say she's a very pretty lady, in fact, but very, very reserved, quite a private character, not the sort of person that would really rush out and want to tell you all of their problems, that sort of thing, like many of them are. I met David Schwimmer also, Matt LeBlanc. Most of the cast of Friends were really just actors playing roles. They were not very good at the publicity side of things. I would say probably the best was Gunther, the coffee shop man, and Lisa Kudrow, of course. She was very good at self-promotion. But now you see Courteney Cox has decided to draw a line under that very, shall we say, tenuous friendship with Prince Harry after his revelation in Spare about how he took drugs in her house, something regarding her fridge, all that sort of stuff. Just really bad publicity. And again, anybody who was anybody managing the likes of Prince Harry might have said, perhaps not a good inclusion, sir. Maybe leave that one out, or just allude to the fact that they were a major comedy star in a major sitcom. Don't name them. He continued to do so. And now, what we can tell you first and exclusive here on the show is she refuses to discuss Prince Harry in any concept at all. No desire to meet up, no desire to promote, get involved. And again, when you have someone of that caliber, whatever you may think, that could have been useful, particularly now they're going into the world of movie making, why would you make such an enemy? And quite truly, who could really ever think bad of Courteney Cox? But it seems even she, who loves Friends, doesn't want to be friends anymore with Prince Harry. It's a developing story. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.